Welcome to Farming Aid. Across the heartland of America, a quiet revolution is taking place in the cattle world. While exotic and hybrid breeds often steal the spotlight, there's a powerful resurgence of Native American cattle breeds that are not just surviving, but thriving in today's market. These breeds, shaped by the rugged terrains, extreme weather, and centuries of history, are now proving to be invaluable assets to modern ranchers looking for sustainability, resilience, and profit. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 Native American cattle breeds that are making serious waves in today's market. From lean, flavorful meat to low-input farming benefits, these breeds are reshaping how smart farmers think about profit and sustainability. You might not see them in every feedlot, but trust me, the future is being written on small pastures, rugged ranches, and in the bloodlines of these native legends. Stick around. You're about to meet the cattle that are rewriting the rulebook. Let's start the countdown with a breed that's as rugged and iconic as the land it comes from. At number 5, the Florida Cracker cattle are making a huge comeback. These cattle have deep roots tracing back to Spanish explorers in the 1500s, making them one of the oldest breeds in the Americas. For centuries, Florida Crackers were the backbone of early American cattle ranching, prized for their ability to survive the swamps, heat, humidity, and insects of the southeastern U.S. Though nearly driven to extinction due to crossbreeding and mechanization in the 20th century, this breed is now being recognized for what it truly is, a genetic treasure. Their small frame and hardy nature make them incredibly efficient on marginal lands. They thrive on native grasses and need minimal intervention, which means lower feed costs and less veterinary care. In today's market, where feed prices are volatile and ranchers are looking to cut input costs, the Florida Cracker shines. Plus, the beef they produce is lean, flavorful, and increasingly sought after by chefs and health-conscious consumers. What's more, there's growing support from conservation groups and niche beef markets, giving breeders financial incentives to keep the bloodline pure. For small-scale farmers, especially those interested in grass-fed, organic, or regenerative beef production, the Florida Cracker is proving to be a smart, profitable choice. With state-level programs in Florida helping promote and preserve the breed, more ranchers are jumping on board. It's no longer just about nostalgia. The Florida Cracker is earning its place in the modern beef business. Sliding into the number 4 spot is a breed that embodies wild spirit and raw resilience, the Coriente cattle. Originating from early Spanish herds brought to the Americas over 500 years ago, the Coriente is one of the few truly native cattle types that has remained largely unchanged over centuries. These cattle are agile, lean, and adapted to some of the harshest conditions in the Southwest. Their popularity dipped in the 20th century when large, heavily muscled breeds became the industry standard. But now, as low-input and multi-purpose breeds gain popularity again, the Coriente is experiencing a major revival. What's setting them apart in today's market is their incredible versatility. Not only are they excellent for beef, especially in niche markets like grass-fed, lean meat, or heritage beef, but they're also favored in the rodeo industry. Their agility and toughness make them ideal for roping events, which creates a whole secondary market for ranchers. That's a big bonus for farmers looking to diversify income streams. On the beef side, their meat is lower in fat and cholesterol, which appeals to health-conscious eaters and premium meat buyers. Many small-scale producers are capitalizing on this by selling Coriente beef directly to consumers or through specialty meat co-ops. Another win is their grazing efficiency. Coriente cattle can thrive on poor-quality forage and are excellent for range management. In fact, they're often used in conservation grazing to help restore native grasslands. That kind of ecological value is becoming more bankable as climate-smart farming practices gain recognition. For farmers in the Southwest and beyond who want tough cattle that earn their keep in multiple ways, the Coriente is a no-brainer. As land pressures, drought, and consumer trends reshape the cattle industry, The Coriente's value continues to rise. Coming in at number 3, the Texas Longhorn is more than just an icon of the Old West. It's a breed that's winning in modern markets through a mix of history, health benefits, and hardiness. Descended from cattle brought to the Americas by the Spanish in the late 1400s, the Texas Longhorn evolved naturally on the open range. Their unique genetics give them an unmatched ability to survive on rough forage, resist diseases, and adapt to almost any climate. But what really sets them apart in today's beef market is the quality of their meat. Texas Longhorn beef is lean, flavorful, and lower in cholesterol compared to many commercial breeds. In an age when consumers are scrutinizing food labels and seeking healthier protein sources, Longhorn beef has carved out a solid premium niche. From farmers markets to high-end restaurants, the demand is growing. Even more importantly for producers, Longhorns are remarkably low maintenance. They calve easily, rarely get sick, and don't require grain-based diets, which keeps costs down. Their strong maternal instincts and long productive lifespan also reduce replacement costs, making them ideal for sustainable and low-input systems. On the marketing side, there's no breed with stronger visual branding. Those massive horns and striking colors make them stand out, which boosts agritourism potential and direct-to-consumer beef sales. Some farms even build full experiences around the Texas Longhorn image, combining meat sales with farm visits, merchandise, and ranch tours. For producers looking to tap into heritage, health, and storytelling, the Longhorn offers all three in one rugged package. With state and national Longhorn associations actively promoting the breed and expanding consumer education, this breed is not just a symbol of history. It's a player in the future of profitable ranching. Narrowly missing the top spot, but dominating in practicality, is the Pineywoods cattle, claiming number 2 in this countdown. This is a breed many outside the Deep South haven't heard much about, but those who know. Pineywoods cattle are one of the oldest breeds in the United States, and they've evolved in the woodlands of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and parts of Florida. What makes them extraordinary is their unmatched ability to thrive in hot, humid environments with dense vegetation and minimal care. For farmers in the southeastern states, this is gold. These cattle are incredibly heat-tolerant, parasite-resistant, and able to survive off forage most modern breeds would struggle to digest. That kind of resilience is increasingly valuable in a world of changing climate and unpredictable seasons. Pineywoods cattle are often part of silvopasture systems, where trees and cattle work together for mutual benefit, which aligns perfectly with regenerative agriculture models. But it's not just about survival. They're producing. Their meat is rich in flavor, especially when finished on grass, and commands a premium in direct markets focused on heritage or artisanal meats. Some chefs are calling it a hidden gem in Southern cuisine. There's also a deep cultural connection to these animals in the Southeast, which opens doors for storytelling and branding that helps farms build loyal customer bases. Many family farms are now leaning into that history, reviving old traditions and building new markets. Add to that their calm temperament and longevity, and you've got a breed that doesn't just survive, it thrives. What's really impressive is how well Pineywoods integrate into diversified farms. They do well alongside poultry, goats, or even pigs, making them ideal for holistic operations. In today's farming economy, where adaptability and direct sales matter more than ever, Pineywoods cattle are quietly becoming the Southern secret to success. And now, standing strong at number 1, is a breed that's not just native but also shaping the future of sustainable beef in America, the Crayolo cattle. This breed, often called the forgotten treasure of North American ranching, is taking the spotlight thanks to its unmatched efficiency, heritage value, and premium meat quality. Descended from Spanish cattle brought over in the 1500s and shaped by centuries of survival in Mexico and the American Southwest, Crayolo cattle are perfectly adapted to arid, rugged conditions. What sets them apart from every other breed on this list is how little they demand from the land while giving back so much. Crayolo cattle are foraging experts. They graze in patterns that minimize overgrazing and naturally regenerate landscapes, a behavior studied and praised by environmental scientists. That makes them perfect for regenerative grazing systems, carbon farming, and drought-prone regions. But here's where things get even more interesting. They finish well on grass, their carcass yields are competitive, and the beef they produce is tender, juicy, and deeply flavorful. In blind taste tests, Crayolo beef has beaten out big-name breeds, which is fueling a boom in niche beef markets and export potential. There's also a growing movement of Hispanic and indigenous ranchers reclaiming Criollo cattle as part of cultural restoration, which adds powerful marketing value. Their smaller frame means less pressure on pastures, fewer calving issues, and longer productive lifespans, all of which translates to serious cost savings for producers. In times when land prices are rising and input costs are unpredictable, the Criollo breed delivers profitability without compromising resilience or ethics. Universities and breed associations are investing in research, and data continues to show Criollo outperforming standard breeds in low-input and variable climate environments. With the rise of climate-smart farming, direct-to-consumer beef, and heritage branding, the Criollo cattle aren't just surviving, they're leading. For new farmers, land-limited producers, and eco-minded ranchers, this breed is ticking every box and proving that sometimes the best path forward is the one that's been there all along. In our final journey through the top Native American cattle breeds winning in today's market, one thing is clear: these animals are more than relics of the past. They're tools for the future. Each of these breeds, whether it's the rugged Coriente, the legendary Texas Longhorn, the resilient Pineywoods, the compact Florida Cracker, or the versatile Crayolo, offers something today's beef industry desperately needs. In a time of rising costs, environmental pressures, and shifting consumer values, native breeds are proving they're not only tough enough to handle modern challenges, they're built for it. By choosing breeds that align with natural systems, preserve heritage, and support sustainable practices, farmers are creating a new model of profitability that goes beyond the feedlot. They're building businesses rooted in history, resilience, and real-world performance. And that's a story worth telling, not just for the market, but for the legacy of American agriculture. So there you have it, 5 Native American cattle breeds that aren't just part of our ranching heritage, but real contenders in today's market. These cattle have proven they can handle tough climates, survive on low inputs, and still deliver premium quality beef that consumers love. In a world where sustainability, efficiency, and adaptability matter more than ever, these breeds are giving modern farmers an edge, not with fancy genetics or expensive feed, but with time-tested resilience and smart performance. Whether you're running a small pasture-based farm, building a regenerative system, or just looking for cattle that won't break your budget, the answers might lie in these native bloodlines. They're not flashy, but they're tough, dependable, and built for the long haul. And in today's economy, that's exactly what makes them so valuable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this countdown and want more insights on profitable and sustainable livestock breeds, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that like button. Your support helps us keep sharing the best tips and stories from the world of farming. Until next time, keep farming smart, and don't overlook the power of native cattle.